want to make sure that I use it this time. I'm sure we'll get to know each other more in the coming months.
Yes, I think the biggest thing for me, I want people to, the people in the community to really see through the fluff. See through, someone maybe being in a position for a significant amount of time. Actually see through that and see what a person's really going to do for you. Have, your mayor came to your community and really asked you what your needs were. Really pay attention to the people that really wants to change for you and is not just running for themselves. I really want people to know that I'm that person. I'm one of them.
Great. So thank you again for your time this morning. I'm sure we will have more encounters.
Yes.
But keep me posted on your website so that I can update the article online so people can go to your website and see.
I have been a business owner, an accountant for over 15 years. I own several different companies. Family, I need y'all to help me. Share this video. Share the flyers. I'm not asking you for any more than that. But if you can, also donate to the campaign. And if you cannot, that's fine. But share, because I'm really on the ground doing the work, unlike my opponents. Help me to win. I'm controlling the narrative today. They're no longer going to be able to say what I did and I didn't say. I'm here for the people. I went to school and I did to work. How about y'all? How about my opponents? What have you done for your community today? I have served on the PTO in multiple capacities. As my oldest is in the 5th grade. I've served in multiple capacities. And I also serve on the East Blocks Committee for DeKalb County School District. Told me today that they don't know any current leaders, let alone any candidates. I was the first person that they've ever met, whether now or in previous elections. After going back to work after being deployed on the CDC COVID-19 vaccine task force, I also led the initial effort to design Georgia's health equity page, something that they have been lacking for a long time and not providing certain resources to most of the communities around Georgia. Good morning, everybody. I'm just here this morning, just for a second, just to provide you with some facts and to show you why I'm the only choice for mayor. Why I had to step up, because I would be doing the city a disservice by not running. So just a short moment, just a moment of your time. See, Mark Frost, he's only entertainment. He doesn't have the skills. He didn't even study for the forum. They provided us with questions and his answer was, I don't know. I'll get back to you on that. John Park, he's a part of the rogue establishment. I don't think I'll trust anybody who's attached to going to meet a 14-year-old in a city vehicle. And let's talk about the Toco Hills apology on the forum. He's not ready. And Lauren, what does she bring to the table besides art? She's a woman. I'll give her that. But she doesn't have the experience. She hasn't been here. She hasn't done this. Now me, I got the experience. I had the leadership experience. I reported risk and mitigations directly to the White House during the COVID-19 pandemic. I've worked at the Ohio House of Representatives. I have the degrees. I have the knowledge. I've been doing this. I'm a part of the community. I'm you and you me. I've been here. You need to vote for me to be mayor of Brookhaven, because we can't leave the city in the hands of people that don't have the skills, that don't care about community. You'll continue to be evicted. You continue to lose your homes. HILERIE, I'm going to find you resources. I'm going to keep you in that house. I want to do this. I want to be here. Support me. And don't forget to come out on Friday. I can't wait to see you guys.
You just put out a campaign, what do they call it, an ad, using the ether beat. Did you say you did that in that ether beat?
I did. I did. You know, I did actually. And you know what? You know what? I did. I did, because it's like, you know what? I'm a black woman, right? I grew up in the era of hip hop. We are celebrating 50 years because of hip hop, right? And hip hop is important to me. And my community is important to me. And I'm in Atlanta, I'm in Metro Atlanta, you know, the mecca of where Black people is today. And so it's important for me to be me. It's important for me to embrace my community. And so I made that video in that vein, because I am hip hop just like you are, you know, and so it's important for me to let my community know, like, this is me, I'm here. You know, I don't have to be somebody else to run to be mayor. I can be educated and have the experience and absolutely know a Jay-Z album from beginning to end. That is me.
But I told you this, like I told you this the first week when you announced, I said, hey man, don't get in that race and start acting crazy. Like if somebody asks you, you know how politicians do.
Right.
They jump around questions, they don't answer them, they try to do something they not doing.
And what did I say? I'm gonna be me regardless. And I think that's the beauty in that. And I hope that the community sees that I am me, I am you, I am the community. You know, I'm in the trenches right here with you. I'm struggling right here with you. I got 2 kids with special needs. I'm being a parent by myself. You know, bills are past due. I'm paying them when I can. I am just like everybody else. And so I'm going to embrace who I am. I'm not going to abandon people that's made me who I am today for just to run to be mayor. But I do want other demographics to know that I am them too, you know, because Black people aren't just one thing. We are so many other things. And so I plan to embrace other parts of the community as well. That video that I made was on purpose. It was definitely purposeful. I talked about it for several hours. We had marketing calls for several hours. I stayed up late deciding what I was going to say, who I was going to tap into. It was absolutely done on purpose.
Come on, Brookhaven.
Just what you just said just now, man. Like, it sounds like you already ready. Like, it's whatever. And that's the mentality, like, you gotta have, man. You know what I mean? And like you said, you know, you've been through these things for a reason. And maybe this is the reason. This is the purpose now, like, for you to go on what you went through. Man, I'm just waiting on you to win, man. I'm just waiting on you to win. So, like, and even if it come up where you don't win, you still win, if that makes sense. So, do you get ready for a hell of a ride or whatnot? And like I said, man, I definitely can't wait to see it.
Hi, how you doing?
How are you?
Good. You live out here?
I do, yeah.
Are you registered to vote here in Brookhaven?
Yeah.
I'm running for mayor, so I wanted to come and pass out some flyers. You mind if I give you a flyer?
Yeah, sure.
So currently I'm the current candidate in Brookhaven, Georgia. I'm the only Black candidate. I did get a late start because, again, like, I wasn't sure that I was going to do that. Of course, that was always my goal. I've been a leader. I've been a servant leader for a long time, but I wasn't sure if I was actually going to get into the race. But people kept coming to me. People kept telling me to run. There were already candidates here in Brookhaven, but once I actually took a look at the candidates and the work that they've done and their lack of experience, I felt like I would actually be doing the city of Brookhaven a disservice by not jumping into the race. So, you know, I got all of my close friends and family on the call and announced my run for mayor.
I think you answered a couple of my questions, just as far as like political aspirations and all that good stuff. But just as far as kind of digging into what your plan may be, what you want to accomplish while running for mayor, just give us a little glimpse of like what your platform is, like exactly what it is you want people of Brookhaven to know.
What I plan to bring to Brookhaven once I win the election is resources. I think it's easy to kind of Google the demographics of Brookhaven and say that this is a rich community and they got it, but that's actually not true. And in Georgia, there are laws in place where companies can raise rent as much as they want. And unfortunately, local leadership is not allowed to create moratoriums on rent increases. So which means if my landlord wants to raise my rent another $3,000, they're allowed to do that. And so it's really important to me that resources are in place. During COVID, you a lot of us struggle. I struggled especially, and I have a lot of friends and a lot of my children's parents, they're currently struggling. And when you go to the City of Brookhaven's website, resources literally don't exist. There's not one type of resources that exist to help you if you're getting evicted, to help you with your utilities, none of that. If you own a home, there's no mortgage assistance. All there is links to other organizations to now defunct programs. So those things don't exist. And I checked in 2020 when COVID started, and I checked again last week. I checked again today. Those resources do not exist. So people are continuing to get evicted. You go outside, somebody's whole apartment is outside. They don't care. So it's important to me that resources are actually in place. Financial literacy programs are created, and first-time homeowners programs are created. So we're not displacing the people that built this community. We're helping them and allowing them to thrive and allowing them to become homeowners so they can keep their foot in here in Brookhaven as well.
Are those resources not being created because of the assumption that areas don't need that they don't need it?
No, that's not why. Those resources aren't being provided and created because in their mindset, if you can't afford to live in Brookhaven, you don't need to live in Brookhaven. We don't want you here if you can't afford it. And unfortunately, our community, we started Brookhaven. We were here before it became a city. And so for me, I'm not gonna allow myself, my children, anybody that looks like me to be displaced because certain members of leadership and certain people in my community feel like we don't deserve to live here.
We went over to town Brookhaven to start passing out flyers. I obviously don't know what I'm doing. I didn't really prepare. I didn't call stores ahead of time, so we couldn't really go inside to pass out flyers, but I did meet with the manager at the movie theater, so he's going to allow us to have a town meeting and a meet and greet there, so which is great, which is actually what we really needed. So I got that answer today, even though I didn't know I was selected for it. Now we're actually in an apartment complex where I used to live at, knocking on doors and passing out flyers. Yeah, just trying to make sure I introduce myself to people, if they answer the door, if I see them outside.
Now you call me. We take turns. Stop, we take turns. We take turns. You won't get us in trouble doing this. Don't you know what I'm doing?
Next time I won't bring my kids with me. They have been a lot. I was told to bring them with me when I canvass so people can see me as a mother and, they're more apt to vote for me. But, canvassing with not only just children with special needs is very, very difficult. And so the next time we go out, I think we're just going to keep them in the house with the babysitter.
Mommy.
I'm a little nervous. This is my first time doing this for me. I've been on the street with other people that had years of experience doing this, and so I'm a little bit nervous, especially taking charge of everything that's going on. My campaign manager is in Ohio, so which makes it a little bit nerve-wracking. I think if I had her holding my hand, it'd be a little bit easier, but I can do this. I've been through worse, I've done worse. Here are the flyers. What would be the best advice you would give to me going forward?
Use discernment. Pay attention to the signs. The signs is always there. And when your spirit starts screaming no, it's no. Don't force it. Don't go with it. I'm not saying don't give people the benefit of the doubt. You always should. But the signs is always there.
Ow, mama proud as hell, fly as hell, in my wide cell. Remember when she used to cry when I was sitting inside my cell? Shit, I pray that night I make it through the gate. Thank God every day until my money's straight, Ow, mama proud as hell, fly as hell, in my wide cell. Remember when she used to cry when I was sitting inside my cell? Shit, I pray that night